There are moments when silence feels heavier than any sound. Moments when a room remembers you, even after you've left it. That night, after the whisperer called his name, Detective Eli Marlow sat in the dark of his home, staring at the cassette he'd found on his doorstep, the one labeled "Play Me." He'd listened to it a dozen times already. Each time, the voice grew clearer, familiar, almost his own. Every truth has an echo. Every echo needs a witness. The words looped again, fading into static, until something new emerged beneath the distortion, a faint metallic scraping, and a single address whispered in reverse. Room 47. At first, Eli thought it was a trick, a planted sound meant to keep him chasing ghosts. But when he played it backward, the coordinates matched a real location. The basement level of the old Ravenon Institute, the same building he'd visited days before, the one that shouldn't have had a basement at all. Still, the next night, he found himself standing in front of it again. The windows were blacked out, the doors chained shut, but the whisperers were waiting. Inside, the air was thick with the smell of rust and dust, a place abandoned by science, but haunted by something far more human. Each hallway looked the same, fluorescent lights flickering, paint peeling like dead skin, and then a number etched into the concrete wall in red marker, 47. Eli followed the arrows deeper. Every step echoed louder than it should have, as if the hallway itself was listening. When he reached the door, he hesitated. It wasn't metal like the others. It was glass, mirrored on one side. Behind it, a faint reflection of himself stared back. Only the reflection didn't move when he did. He froze. Then slowly, the reflection tilted its head, not mockingly, but like it recognized him. And from the other side of the glass, his own voice whispered, "You shouldn't have found this place." When he pushed the door open, the lights inside buzzed alive, revealing what looked like an observation room. A single chair sat in the center, restraints, a recorder on the desk, and lining the walls, hundreds of photos pinned in perfect symmetry. Every victim from the last 2 decades, every cold case file in Raventon, and in every photo, one thing was the same: a mirror, sometimes small, handheld, sometimes a full-length reflection behind the subject, but always there. Every person had been photographed with one just before they disappeared. Eli picked up the recorder, pressed play. A voice, female, distant, trembling. This isn't research anymore. They're not recording memories. They're rewriting them. It was Dr. Ruthgard, the missing pathologist who once owned Lena Ward's cabin. Her voice cracked as she continued. Room 47 was never a lab. It was a threshold. They built it to capture echoes, the remnants of guilt, memory, identity. They said it was science, but what they found was consciousness. The tape clicked off. Eli stood still, heart pounding. Then, a flicker in the mirror. His reflection now showed the chair behind him. Only this time, someone was sitting in it. Lena Ward, face pale, eyes hollow, whispering. "We tried to forget," Eli, "but forgetting isn't erasure. It's replacement." The lights flickered violently. The mirror cracked, and the sound that followed wasn't glass breaking. It was laughter. When the light steadied, the room was empty again. Only the reflection remained. a distorted version of him, smiling faintly. Eli stumbled backward, gasping, realizing that the photographs on the walls had changed. The faces of the victims were gone, each replaced with his own, hundreds of him, staring back. Then came the whisper, calm, deliberate, final. You're not investigating the case, Eli. You are the case. The recorder clicked again. Playback continued, but this time it was his voice on the tape, a recording he never made. Experiment 47 complete. Subject shows full memory inversion. He dropped the device. The mirror pulsed, a light blooming within it, stretching, rippling like water, and from its depth, a hand began to reach through. His own. Eli backed away, eyes wide, as the hand pressed against his chest. Cold, heavy reel. Then everything went silent. The tape stopped. The lights went dark. And the last thing he heard before collapsing was the same voice whispering in his ear, so close it almost sounded tender. Welcome back to the sequence. When Eli Marlow opened his eyes, he wasn't in room 47 anymore. He was back in his own office. Only the calendar on his wall read October 17, 2008. 15 years before Lena Ward ever died. Every file on his desk was blank, every case number rewritten, and staring back at him from a reflection of his desk glass wasn't his own face. It was Dr. Ruth Carr's. Maybe the mirror was never a door. Maybe it was a loop, a way for the past to remember the living. A way for the evidence to rewrite the investigator. Because in Raven Ton, truth isn't discovered, it's recalled. Next and final, the recall sequence, where every whisper, every lie, every reflection collides into one final memory. And what wakes up might not be human at all. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell.